Hello friends, welcome to HTML registration form tutorial, and in this video you will learn how to create a simple and basic registration form in HTML. But before we dive into today's tutorial, I want to say thanks and want to welcome my new subscribers. So welcome to the WP Code Junction, and your support means a lot to me. So please stay connected with me and let's get started. To create a registration form, first of all we have to write the basic code of HTML like HTML tags, head tag, and we have to set the title for our HTML document. For example, the registration form. For now, just save the file. Remember the extension .html. Select all files, save, and just open the document. Okay, so see here the title. Now come back and continue the code. Write the body tag, and inside body tag we're going to create a form. Okay, so first of all we have form tag. This is a pair tag. We have the opening and closing tag, form tag, and inside form we're going to use a label tag to label our inputs. Okay, so there is an attribute for label tag, like for what you are going to use the label tag. So I'm going to use label tag for username. So after that we have to write input, and we have to mention the type of input because we have multiple types, like we get gender, we get text, we get password, we get emails, so that we have types. For name we set the type as text. For email we set the type email. So I'm just copying these two lines for multiple times to create the input for email and password. Okay, and for input type for password I'm gonna set password. Okay, just save and refresh your page and see what happens. It looks pretty good. Now just we have to create a button for our registration form. For that we have to use the button tag, and inside button we also have to mention the type of button. We're gonna set the type of button like submit button. Okay, so we're gonna set the type is submit, and we're gonna text register. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And now come on CSS. I'm gonna use some CSS to style this form, that you can see how it looks when we work with HTML and CSS. Okay, so yeah, for body I'm gonna set the font family sans serif, like for whole body. And in form I'm gonna set the width of form, which is 400 pixels, and then I'm gonna set the margin. I'm gonna set the top margin, for example 20 pixels, and gonna keep the margin left from left and right auto. It looks good, but now we have to set the label. Yeah, for label now I'm gonna set the display. Okay, display. Yeah, I'm gonna set the display block. So now it looks pretty good if you see. Yeah, and then we have to set the margin bottom, and 8 pixels. Now come to input CSS, and for input I'm gonna set the width, for example 100% looks better. Okay, so after that, yeah, it looks much better. And after that I'm gonna set the padding because we need some spaces. I'm gonna set the padding 8 pixels, and I'm gonna set the margin bottom 10 pixels. And after that for box sizing I'm keeping border box. Okay, so Now see, it looks much better. And then we have to style the button. To style the button, I'm setting the background color, for example H for CAF50. It's a green color. And for color, the color attribute we use to color the text. Okay, so I'm gonna set the color of text white, and gonna set the padding 10 pixels and 15 pixels from left to right. Okay, for border I'm gonna keep none because I don't want any border in button. And for border radius I'm gonna set here like 4 pixels. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so guys, this was yeah, I'm gonna set the button hover. Okay, so when we move the cursor on button, we see some changes in button. Like I'm setting the background color a bit darker from the actual color. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So guys, this was how to create a simple and basic registration form using HTML and CSS. If you guys like this video, so please thumbs up for the next video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.